Alrighty. Everyone, welcome to the show.
You got the same outfit on.
I do, because I literally have only worn this shirt for streams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm like wearing it to do everything. No, this is just something I throw on when I get home. It's really comfy and it was not as expensive as like the Under Armour ones. Okay, guys, so we AB tried to update the slides and unfortunately we had a technical difficulty there and it did not work out. However, what we will
My
do is
apologies.
no, don't. It's no problem, dude. You tried. It's just technology is an imperfect thing. What we will do, however, is we will talk about the game. So that is absolutely no problem. AB, I was going to ask you, since you're better at doing the split screen thing, if you want to bring up like the NHL Game Center thing, and we can look at some stats and we can talk about it that way.
The whole NHL or just
No, it's like when you go to NHL.com and you see like the tab at the top that shows each game, and you go over the Canes and Wild and click on Game Center.
All right, and then click on Canes and Wild.
Yep.
So I'm on the NHL. Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Yeah, that just shows a lot of the stats there and everything. Yep. So it'll be good to do a little bit more of an informal show because that one I don't know if you were watching the Rantanen one I just did. That was a lot. I worked on that for days.
There you go.
All righty. And then let me add that to the stage. And there we go. All right. So we at least have something to talk about here. All right. So first thing here. And then another thing we can do. After we talk about some of this stuff, we'll pull up the NHL Edge.
Is it okay if I vape on your stream? Well, I
don't give a fuck, bro. Do whatever fuck you want. Smoke real cigarettes if you want. I don't care.
No, that's our thing. That's our thing.
No, no, it's not. Don't tell people about that shit.
No, it's not. I was thinking of Griff. Maybe.
No, it's your roommate. Yeah, no.
Yeah, my roommate.
I never smoked at your house. I haven't smoked in years. Let's see. All right. And then after we do this, we'll talk about the NHL Edge data stuff and everything like that because we can pull that up too. That's really easy.
And here I can drop it down so we get more of this.
All right. So let's see what we got here more than anything. So first thing, I'll reference some stuff on my phone so that way we have some stuff to talk about here.
Okay. So all these stats, if you're watching up top, is the last 5 games for the scorers.
All right, let me find it. All right, so the Wild are third in the Central Division. They had 31 wins, 19 losses, 4 overtime losses for a total of 66 points. They have 155 goals for and 155 against, so they have a goal differential of 0. Keep that in mind. Their last 10, they are 4-6-0, so they're struggling a little bit, and they have lost 2 in a row. Now, here's what we're going to look at next is the special team stuff here. Actually, I'll make this easier. I'm going to make it there we go. All right, we'll just do that for a moment. They won't be able to see us, but it'll make it easier for them to see stuff. All right, so Wild have a 18.8% power play versus Carolina having a 19.9%. So this is one of those nights where Carolina can maybe get the power play going again and start building a net positive there. Carolina absolutely clears them in penalty killing, and it actually gives them a pretty good special teams net positive here, 85.4% to 70.8%. They were also better at faceoffs with 52.7% to 47.2%, so you could potentially drive some offense that way there. And then goals for per game, Carolina is 3.26. They currently rank 7th in the NHL. Oh, Paniac. Okay, that's a good point. I actually forgot about that. Wild have also been shut out their last 2 games, so they've lost 2 in a row and been shut out 2 in a row. So that's good right there. This would be a good night to get some goal scoring going. And Minnesota has 2.83 goals for per game. That favors Carolina really well with how well they defend. They can keep this a low-scoring game. And then goals against per game, 2.72 to 2.83. This is one of those games that Carolina should be able to take advantage of the Wild struggling and win. I don't know of them having any significant injuries, AB. Do you?
Kirill Kaprizov is on IR.
Oh, he is?
Right now. So
when did that happen?
Not playing tonight. It happened a couple of weeks ago. I play a guy right now in fantasy hockey. He's on IR. right now. I think he's been dealing with a foot injury. So he's not
Okay.
playing tonight.
I straight up missed that one.
Gustafson is in net. So they're number one, but thank God we don't have a backup going in because that's Vesna goaltending at its finest.
I'll tell you what.
So
pull up the NHL Edge website and we'll do the goalie comparison there.
All right. NHL Edge.
Yep. And then when you click on comparisons, it'll let you do goalies, and then we'll put Freddie and Gustafson in there.
If this will go. But yeah, Kirill Kaprizov has not played. Let me double check this. Let's see here. He has not played since January 26th.
Bro, I straight missed that one.
So he's been out for a little bit. So he's been out for a little bit. So he's been out 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be his 5th game since he's been out. So
okay,
he's not there.
Okay. It should be Freddie. I'll tell you what. Let me check game day tweets. I'll tell you. I'm 99% sure it's Freddie.
Yeah. So, but when Kaprizov got hurt, he still played 22 minutes, and he was placed on long-term IR 4 days ago. So, it likely won't impact his recovery. It's a lower body injury. He'll miss a minimum of 4 weeks after having surgery Friday. So he did have surgery for his injury. Again, registered 23 goals, 52 points, and 128 shots on net across 37 appearances.
I'm pretty sure
so far.
I can't find anything, but I'm pretty sure Freddie's starting tonight because Kochekov played the last game, so I guess it would make sense for Freddie to start this one.
Let's look here. This fantasy hockey is.
Oh wait, I'll go on
better.
Money Puck. Money Puck's really good at that.
There's one person that has Kochekov in, and he is not starting tonight. It's going to be Freddie.
I figured it would be Freddie because, like, I looked on Money Puck, and every starting goalie is confirmed except for ours and Vancouver's.
Well, Gustafson was announced at the morning skate. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, and then go to comparisons.
So are you seeing where it is here for Freddie?
Hold up. Go back up. Go to comparisons because you can put them side by side, both goalies.
Comparisons.
And goalie versus goalie, and then the rest you know how to do.
Yep, there you go.
That's where I get the stuff that I clip and put into the slides. This is where I get that. Goalie post, okay, Paniac. I'd actually never heard of that one, but I'm gonna bookmark that one.
Goalie post.
Yeah,
I'll have to look at that.
I'd never heard of that one. Okay, cool.
All right,
hey, good little informal show tonight. I like it. We have to go to puck drop though because I want to compete with ESPN because our fans deserve better than hearing their bullshit.
So right now, if you look, there's obviously an age difference. However, Gustafson was the backup for Dubnyk for a year, I believe. And Dubnyk was there for a while. He was a reliable goalie, couldn't, take them to a Stanley Cup, which is okay. He had a solid career, but he's been the starter for the Wild. Fleury backing him up, obviously, who's in his last year. I will give Fleury credit. He's one of the all-time greats in the goaltender position.
Absolutely.
But if you look at Gustafson, that goals against average, yes, it's a large sample size. However, it's over 0.5% higher than Freddie. And yes, Freddie was out for gosh, 4 months. Okay. That's okay. Still have the same save percentage. And Gustafson's had 35 games compared to Freddie's 8. Now, when I look at this, it's very close. However, the high danger saves are towards Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Overall save percentage is obviously Gustafson. It's pretty similar with point percentage, goals for average, and everything like that. And yes, again, Gustafson has a higher sample size. But even with that, through 8 games, Gustafson below 50. Freddie, 97. That's a big thing to have as a goaltender. Now,
scroll down and let's check out the maps.
So here are the maps right here, and here are the saves, right? So obviously, sample size, 169 here, 50 in the middle, 5 on the left, 4 on the right, 29, 22, 93, 96, 89 in the middle, in the slot. So goals against is the big thing. Right in front of the net, this is going to be a key factor. It's a key factor. Yes, he's played over 30 games, but to let in 41 goals in that area tells me, as a person who's played goalie, the defense is not there, and the goaltending relies on that defense, and they cannot adjust. That's the problem. It also is a good thing for the Wild is there is no goals behind the net, but there is stuff right in front of the net, which is
that high slot area in between the dots looks really rich there.
And that is perfect for Mikko Rantanen.
Yes.
Perfect for him.
I just spent 45 minutes talking about that. Yes, that is perfect for him.
So that's it right here. And same with Svechnikov, because like we talked about in our last session, their high danger chances are in that right side. Okay. And even then, they can still go to the front of the net. We know Svechnikov, if he's on a 2-1-1, he'll hold that on his backhand and go immediately right to the front of the net. And I don't know anybody on the Wild that's good defensively, knock on wood. They have Brock Faber, Jared Spurgeon. But
Faber is nasty defensively. He's
Faber's
so
a really good player, offensively and defensively.
Yeah,
but after that, Spurgeon, he's 5'8".
Oh, they've got Brodin too, unless he's out.
Brodin's good, but Spurgeon, you think about Spurgeon, like he's 5'8". What's he going to do against Mikko Rantanen or Jordan Stahl or Svechnikov? He's not going to do anything.
Their best defensive defenseman is definitely Brodin, though.
Oh, 100%. And I think he's going to be playing alongside Faber, if I were to guess, or Spurgeon.
Let me go see if I can find the lines. Actually, if you want to pull it up, go to GameDayTweets.com, and we should be able to pull up Minnesota's lines. I don't know why. I have a hard time doing the split screen thing. Okay, yeah, we can go look at them there. That's fine.
I rely on Daily Face-Off a lot.
Frank Saravelli impressed the hell out of me 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, whatever it's been now. I'll give him that because I was like, he wouldn't break the story and it not be true. He would be ruined.
So here we go. Eriksson Ek, I will give Eriksson Ek credit. I was very skeptical about him as a slow center, but he is a Jordan Stahl role and he can play. And when we got shut out by the Wild, my goodness, he played. Marco Rossi, their former first-round pick. Boldy, who's going to be on the U.S. team.
Boldy's nasty.
Oh, gosh.
When you're talking about
I would not be surprised if he was on the first line for the Four Nations face-off. I would not be surprised.
And if we're talking defensive forwards, they've actually got 2 really good ones there on their third line with Frederick Gaudreau and Marcus Foligno. Yep. Those guys are excellent defensive forwards, especially Marcus Foligno.
And Gaudreau has been on a heater past 5 games. So that's something to look out for. Marcus Johansson bounced around the league, played for the Capitals. Mont Zuccarello, like, he has been in the league for, it feels like, 30 years.
I know, right? I feel like it was just yesterday I was watching Steve Ott like play with his hair during that scrum after the whistle.
Oh God, you're going way back.
That was the funniest shit I ever saw, because it took him a couple of seconds to realize, wait, this motherfucker just bitched me based on my hair, and then he cross-checked him.
And then you got a couple of Shore, been in the league for a little bit. I do not know this guy, and Yakov Trenin, I do know. But so Jacob Middleton, he's a great defenseman. Great defenseman. I'll give him his props with Brock Faber. Brodin is playing with Spurgeon because Spurgeon is a liability defensively, which makes sense. If you haven't seen him play, that's
He's a
okay.
Quick puck mover, though.
Yeah, 100%. But, if he messes up, it's like Brent Burns.
Yeah, Jared Spurgeon is everything
Burns.
that people. Jared Spurgeon is everything people accuse Tony DeAngelo of being.
Well, no offense to Spurgeon and the Burns comparison. Burns is still the alpha male. I will die on that hill. Boxian played for Tampa last year and was a
How did you pronounce
defenseman. I stop. Boxian.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Boxian.
Bogosian. Zach Bogosian.
I've clearly had a couple of happy dads, but that's okay. But that's okay. Power play, obviously, you want Eriksson Ek at front. Great base. He reminds me a little bit of Jordan Stahl in the face-off dot.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Hold up. Hold up. I made a mistake. Let me fix this.
Yep.
That was not supposed to do that. Hold on. I'm just looking for... Give me 2 seconds. I want to write something down.
Yeah.
Because we're going to do this at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah. Almost. I'm writing it down.
No worries.
And almost there. Yeah. We'll do this at 7:20. So until then. And then
I don't
let
even
me add
know.
that back
I
in
can't
there.
see.
All right. No, I just had to grab one thing real quick. All right, go ahead and continue.
So Faber, obviously, on his left side, and like we talked about in the last session, I don't understand how players that are on or drafted on their right side or their left side that are right-handed or left-handed do not play here or here, because that sets you up for a great one-timer. Mikko Rantanen, for example, that guy's shot has to be over 95 miles an hour. So that's a perfect one-timer. Zuccarello is obviously not that, but Brock Faber is obviously going to rotate with Marco Rossi. But to have him right there, he's going to be the puck mover on that power play for sure. Eriksson Ek is going to be down in the dirty areas. Zuccarello is going to be right in that face-off dot looking, and Boldy, if Eriksson Ek is in front of the net, he'll be behind net. Now, Gaudreau, again, this is what I like about a lot of NHL teams. They have a balance from a left-handed center and a right-handed center. I'm not saying that if a team has all left-handed centers, they can't win a face-off in the right dot. I'm just saying it favors more to a right-hander than it does to a left-hander. Right. Johansson, I don't know why he's there, but it's all right.
They probably had to bump him. They probably had to bump him on the second unit with no Kaprizov.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Kaprizov would be right here.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. They probably bumped somebody down from. They've moved somebody up to the first unit and then put him onto this and put Johansson on the second unit to fill whatever absence was there, since there's no Kaprizov.
So Chisholm, I don't know who you are. I'm probably going to regret that. Spurgeon, obviously, and then you got the penalty kill and the goalies, and then Kaprizov on IR.
I straight up
So
missed that he was on
what do
AR.
you think? What do you think? This is your show, but I'm going to ask you a question.
That's
what
fine. I don't care.
What do you think about how the power play is set up and how? Well, let me ask you how the defensive pairing is set up, and do you think that they can contain our defensive pair?
No, our defense is significantly better than theirs. Like their third pair is not even remotely close to anything on Carolina. Their third pair, it's like if there's a pair you're going to try to exploit, I would say that pair. Their second pair, Brodin and Spurgeon, I would even take I'll taking Gostisbehere and Walker over that pair any day, even though that's our third pair. Their top pair is really, really good, though. We're probably not going to get much done against them. But as far as defensive depth goes, I'm definitely taking Carolina here. Flip back over to the Carolina Hurricanes tab, the one all the way on the left.
Right here?
Yeah. All right. So we'll look at some more of the numbers here. Let's scroll, or we'll look at this here. Last 5 games. Svechnikov 3 points in the last 5 games. I think those are all assists, if I remember correctly.
Confirmed. Freddie is starting.
Freddie is starting. Okay. Svechnikov 2 goals in his last 3 games. Frederick Gaudreau also with 2, and then assists. Orlov with 2. Boldy with 3.
We also have the lines for tonight.
Okay. Pull them up.
Yep. I'll do that for you real quick.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit more because, like I said, I want this to go to 7:30 because fuck Mark Messier.
And PK Subban especially.
I don't hate him that much.
No. The only time I liked him is when he was on Jackass.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Here are the lines for tonight. Jarvis. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. That's what we were talking about in the last session. It's here. It's perfect. Everything to the last minute details. That is it right there.
Yo, what the hell
Jarvis,
is that?
Aho, and Rantanen.
Yeah, but look at the rest of that, though.
Who gives a shit?
Good point.
It's the Rantanen's on his good side. That's fine.
He used a picture of your favorite player.
Who? Oh, fuck him. I will say this about KK. I will say this. He has been playing very well, and he has impressed me. However, I'm not the biggest KK supporter, but he has been playing very well for us. He's had 7 points in the last 5 games. I think.
Until we got shut out the other night by a backup goalie.
Yeah, well, that's true. So what I'm going to ask you, I'm pretty much co-hosting your thing.
Nah, bro, but have fun. I already hosted one show today and turned around and jumped right into this one.
We talked about this in Caniac sessions, and Griff was skeptical about Jarvis playing on the left. How do you feel about it? Because I agree with it 100%.
If Natchez was still here, I'd rather have Okay, you know when that little bit of time where they tried Jarvis, Aho, and Natchez together, and Natchez was on the left, I would much rather have Jarvis on there than Natchez. So I'm just kind of like, I feel like they're just, if it were up to me, that first line is definitely going to be like that. The second line, I would have Svechnikov where Blake is, and then put Blake with Stahl and Martinek, because I feel like that those lines would all complement each other a little bit more. And the fourth line, that's fine. And the defense, like, that never changes. That's part of the reason why they're able to work through a lot of the issues that they have. But no, I'm totally good with them trying some new, like, you got a new player, you got to try some new stuff. You got to jumble some things up. So this is a good time to, like, make small adjustments here and there to the line. I just hate it when he throws everything into the literal blender and it comes out and we're kind of like, wait, why the hell is Aho playing with Martinook and Carrier or something? Like, that's the type of shit that bothers me. But yeah, I'm good with Jarvis being on that side, and that's going to, like, let Rantanen, like, really be the play driver on that line, because he can, like, go to the front of the net and cut to the middle of the ice a whole lot easier, use his frame the way that he likes to. More importantly, his sight picture of the net, he's going to be on the forehand more often when he makes those power moves out of the corner, which is my argument for putting Svechnikov on that side. So that's why it's like, okay, put Svechnikov with Stahl and Martinook. That's fine. Put him on the right, though. Let him be an offensive weapon there. That's just one thing that I just don't really I don't get that. But we'll let's go back over and look at let's go back over to the NHL tab, that one. And let's do the teams comparison.
All right, team comparison.
And you already know which two to put in there.
It'll load. God, this thing's slow. I do want to say that you pointed out in our last session that Svechnikov and Rantanen have more high danger chances on their side that they usually play.
That they should be playing anyway, yeah. There's a reason for that. It's like, I understand the whole defense first mentality. I think that it's great for the most part, but not every single forward on the team has to be a damn Selke finalist, man. Like, just a couple of these guys, you got to turn them loose and let them play. And offensively minded guys like Rantanen and Svechnikov, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have to back check or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, there's got to be a way to utilize them a little bit better.
I got to reload this. Good Lord.
Yeah, NHL.
All right, well, what we have not talked about a lot with Rantanen, Taylor Hall. I will say this about Taylor Hall. He has been really good for us so far. And I think that's overlooked with the whole trade thing.
Oh, yeah. People just forgot that he existed. It's kind of like, holy shit, we got Mikko Rantanen. And then, like, there's an asterisk down at the bottom in the fine print. We also got Taylor Hall. It's like...
Oh, go ahead.
It's like we win the cup and we pass it to everybody on the team but him. We just straight up forget that he's there. He's the one who scores the winning goal.
Exactly. And if you're watching this, do not forget Taylor Hall is a quick dude. Like, yes. He is very quick. Again, Hart Trophy winner. Yes, he's 33, but I mean, that speed, it sticks with you. I'm telling you that it sticks with you. 110%. It sticks with you. And he's done a pretty good job on that the top six. So let's do the comparisons here. Team versus team. Select the team here, Carolina Hurricanes, and select the team there. Minnesota Wild. And it'll load up whenever it gets the chance. All right, so you just go through and tell me what to click.
Okay. Go ahead and just scroll down to skating speed. Because I guarantee you we have the speed advantage. Of course we do. And that's a pretty significant
well, it was from
one.
Natchez, but, it's okay.
No, not entirely, I don't think. We got a lot of fast players.
Big chunk.
He was a decent chunk of it, but we got a lot of really fast players. Aho, Jarvis, Martinook. Like, we got a lot of guys who got plenty of damn speed. So, all right, so we got a little bit of a speed advantage there. Go ahead and roll it down a little bit further for me, please. Shot speed, I'm not worried about. That's an individual stat. Okay, this is what I want to look at here. All right. Shots on goal, we have more. No surprise. We have a few more goals, but they're struggling to score, and they're struggling to have a higher differential, especially with Kaprizov. All
right, let's look at goals, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're actually not scoring that much in tight.
They're there on the right side, and that's courtesy of Kaprizov, obviously. And then in front of the net, it's tied. Nobody behind the net. Obviously, that's not going to be a factor. But look at this. Almost at the blue line. 5 goals compared to 1.
That just must be some statistic anomaly outlier thing.
Okay.
That's a bunch. Those typically come from like, hey, we dumped it in and it got lucky and went in. Maybe they're just that team that's gotten a lot of those. So they're definitely getting one tonight.
The shooting percentage is close, though. It's very close. All right,
that's
now
also
let's
because
look at the zone time.
Well, that's because we shoot 1 million pucks a game, and we should be scoring a lot more than what we are.
That's true. Let me...
Hey, Frankie.
All right. Skating distance. I think that's what it says. 58.
That's it.
Shot speed is way higher. Shots on goal is in favor of Carolina. Oh, God, there's nothing in favor for the Wild. Oh, boy. All right,
and I
shooting
really love this
percentage.
data.
All right, shooting percentage, 25%. All right, here's one right in front of the net, 24% to 17%. That's a big one. And again,
high slot area, we got him. Yeah, like a lot of that's because of Kaprizov too.
Right here, Eriksson Ek and those guys, they know they are gritty players, and they will score right there on those follow-ups. And Kochetkov has a hard time doing that, but with Freddie, it's a little more stable. However, with his age and with the small sample size he's had, it's a little bit different. So that's going to be the big thing. And when I've watched Freddie, obviously I like the goaltenders a lot. Freddie has kind of sped up his left kick on those leg pad saves. You saw it against Kreider.
Yep.
And you saw him coming more quicker to the puck from the back of the net. And Gustafsson, I've watched a couple of games of his. He does a really good job. And I just feel like that watching him, I've noticed a problem with the high danger chances, especially right in front of the net. Because, like I said, with Kochetkov, he's a spaz, but he gets stuff done.
That's putting it mildly.
But Gustafsson has had a little bit of trouble with that, and his blocker has not been too kind to him. As we look right here, and his glove side right here. Let me look at shots on goal here.
We got a couple more minutes, and then we got to get ready to wrap it up.
No, yeah, that's all I have to say. Here, I'll close this. Right, there you go.
Cool. All right, so we'll go ahead and do the overall stuff here, like the little the potential advantages page I do at the end, and then I'm going to go make myself some pasta, and I'm going to watch the game.
What kind of pasta?
Tortellini. With basil pesto.
Basil pesto, no meat sauce?
No, I'm in a basil pesto mood tonight. I like meat sauce, but I prefer basil pesto is like one of my favorite things, and I bought it on accident the first time that I got it. I really did.
Griff posted on Caniac Sessions. Rantanen on the right wing. Let's go. He said nothing about Jarvis, though. He was a little skeptical about that. So.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm very optimistic about that line. All right, so
I feel very confident.
All right, so potential advantages for tonight. Overall 5-on-5 play between forwards and defense. Who do you think has the better advantage here?
It depends on what kind of game it's going to be.
Okay.
If the refs are whistle happy and if they want to call it even or if they're going to let it play, if it's going to be power play oriented, it's Carolina. If it's play without a whistle, I really think it's going to be Minnesota because they're a gritty team. That's my opinion.
All righty. And then as far as scoring forwards, overall 5-on-5, I'm going to give Carolina the advantage there. I think that they're gonna be the better team, especially with Kaprizov out. And then, the one guy that's a real intimidation factor for them with Ryan Hartman, he's not there either because he did something really fucked up.
Yeah,
10 games was totally justified. Ryan
Hartman.
Yeah, fuck you, Ryan Hartman. Just for the record, fuck you, Ryan Hartman. Jacob Trouba if he played center.
It's true, but I mean, yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. Okay.
All right. Scoring forwards, no Kaprizov, so therefore I think that Carolina has a little bit of an edge as far as the guys that they send out there to put a puck in the net?
I think it's going to be 50-50.
Okay.
I think it's going to be 50-50. Gaudreau is going to be probably a point, and Eriksson Ek is probably going to be one, if not a goal, especially in front of the net. And Faber, you're going to see with a point. So
Yeah.
I'm calling 50-50.
All right. Overall forward depth, I give that one to Carolina.
100%. Yeah.
All righty. Now, all 6 defensemen, again, like we really went into depth on the defense, I'm going to give Carolina a pretty big advantage in that one.
Yep. Easy.
Top power play unit, I'm going to say that's close even without them having Kaprizov.
Very close. Very close, because the power plays are very different for every team. But the problem with Carolina is zone entries. Zone entries are a big thing. But with Minnesota, when I watched them beat us 4-0, their zone entries were clean, and their wingers and center got in, set up shop, and even if it wasn't spaced out like Carolina, how you wait 45 seconds to shoot, they are on constant attack, and somebody is always in front of the net. So, honestly, now talking about it, I'll give it to the Wild.
So their top unit?
Yeah, I'll give it to them.
Now, for overall power plays, as in factoring both the first and the second unit, I'm going to say Carolina there, just because I feel like when you added Taylor Hall, you added like that extra bit of lethality to where you could bump someone up or down to the second line to make it better. If Carolina would put Sean Walker on the power play instead of Burns, I would give them a really definitive advantage there, because I want to see Walker on the power play more.
100%. I think with Taylor Hall, again, he's 33. And like I've said, this guy is not worn out. And this guy can skate. So I'll give it to Carolina as well.
All right. Penalty killing, I think we already know.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all right. Goaltending. That's the tough one.
What do you think?
Too close to call.
I'm going to put it for the Wild.
All righty. And then lastly, the overall advantage, which team has the better chance to win?
Man, of course, as a Canes fan, you want to say 100% the Canes, but
I said Jets last game.
This is going to be very close.
Yeah,
very close. And I wouldn't be surprised if one team blew the other out of the water.
I don't see a blowout happening tonight. I think Carolina will win by 1 or 2.
Yeah. Okay.
The first period is going to be rough while they're acclimating to the 400th line combination that has been used this season, but after that, I think they'll be fine. They'll adapt to it and they'll be good to go. And that's about all I got. So we will go through some of the comments here just to eat up the last couple of minutes, because the game won't actually start right at 7:30, and I just wanted to offer everybody an alternative.
7:40, pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically 7:40 because they have to sit there and talk about. Okay, I'll tell you about this before we go through the comments. I wish I got the chance to print it out, but finish it and post it, because I did it while I was at work and I couldn't send it to myself. I made a bingo card, right?
Bingo.
It was called Canes National Broadcast ESPN Edition. And I remember some of the things that were on there was talking about Pesci and Shea leaving in free agency, talking about Gensel, Ovechkin goal chase, talk about NBA, like all the irrelevant shit that just magically comes up on ESPN. And I wish I had actually finished it and posted it, but I just never got around to it, because they always find a way to shoehorn a bunch of irrelevant shit in there. I guarantee you at some point, AJ Malesko is going to okay, good news is Mike Monaco's calling the game, so we don't have to sit there and listen to Sean McDonough butcher players to the point of where it sounds like they changed their nationality. I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck Svechnikov is, but it's I
didn't know he is Svechnikov.
Yeah, no, he pronounces it like it's German instead of Russian.
I saw the Avalanche guy pronounce Nakis.
That's bad.
And I was like, dude, okay. All right. You're
all All right, we'll go through some of the comments here. Paniac says Wild shutout last 2 games. Yeah, we talked about that. That's going to go in our favor. I hope. Let's not
love the picture.
Yeah, that picture's funnier than hell, isn't it?
Do you know where it's from?
No idea. I don't want that.
Fortnite.
I don't ask. Oh, okay. I'd never really fucked with Fortnite. That was after my time.
Both teams got shut out. Hey, All Canes Network. I talked to him at the game. Very nice guy.
Yeah, I'm going to try to meet up with him next time I'm down there.
Oh yeah. So you got to get down here late February.
I'm gonna do my best. All signs are pointing to me being able to doing that. I just gotta coordinate everything here and make sure that rodent over there is taken care of and everything. Oh, and we also have to get our Chihuahua on a weight loss program because he gained a whole pound. He's a little chunky right now.
Oh God.
A pound's a lot for a Chihuahua, bro.
Oh, 100%. What is he, 11?
What, weight wise? No, he's supposed to be 7. And he's up to 8.
What's he at? 11 pounds?
No, he's 8. It's just 1 pound.
Oh.
But Frankie's good. He's about 3 or 4 pounds overweight, but that's my fault. So
that's okay. Well, the Rantanen signing will get a big bone.
Yeah, and then he's going to be even fatter. So that's not helping.
All right. That's something to celebrate.
It is. Yeah, no, he'll probably get it on Saturday. The only reason I haven't given him that braided bone is because I have to be home when I give him that, because after he's done with it, I have to walk him 3 or 4 times over the next few hours. But yeah, both teams getting shut out in their last game. Well, somebody has to score a goal tonight. Either that or the game's just going to go on for fucking infinity.
Yep.
Dylan Bollinger says also Avalanche lost 0-3 after their fans were talking mad. Oh, karma does exist. Yeah. And then we also had to listen to one of the worst accounts on Canes X sit there and virtue signal his head off on behalf of.
Oh God, I went after him.
Yeah, I saw you did. I unfollowed him. Fuck him. Not you, Dylan, but somebody different. Imagine getting shut out by Thatcher Demko in 2025. Paniac told us about goalpost. Most goals are done from up close. Time for Rantanen's first. Not gonna say that word as a hurricane.
Yep. Nope.
I'm very superstitious. You're lucky you even see me wearing hats. Okay, I'm here so you can start over. Freddie is officially the starter. Reagan Pete, what's up, dude? Good to see you, pal. What up, Pete? We need a power play goal almost more than a win. Yeah, a power play goal would. Yeah, I could see them you know how when someone hits a milestone and the bench clears. I think if we score a power play goal, we'll probably do that tonight.
Oh,
it'll be
God, we're gonna get a stick taps.
It's going to be like the end of the second period in Miracle. Let's see. Holy shit, the jar line. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the rest of the depth chart, but new players, we'll give it a shot.
Yep.
It doesn't really feel like being shut out when a goal is taken off the board by a challenge. The weakest fucking challenge in the history of the game at that.
Oh, God.
Don't even get me started on that shit. I'll be on here another fucking hour.
Just put it behind. Yeah, just put it behind.
Like I said, put another tariff on Canada until they fix that shit. They won't last long.
Nope.
Jar line assemble, like the Avengers or something. Yeah, I'm kind of upset the Hall, KK, and Svetch line got. Yeah, I want that back.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe Rod saw something in practice. This is a distinct possibility. 6 goals are not statistically significant for all we know. Those are all empty netters, referring to the ones from behind the goal line there. That's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Levy Lateau, I bought it accidentally the first time is the best way to find new favorite foods. That's true. I went in there. This was a long time ago. I used to dip back then, right? So, I ran out of chew, and I was really, really fucking hungry. It was exceptionally bad how hungry I was. And I go in there and I just start grabbing random shit that I can cook really quick. So I grab some of that 4-minute Rana pasta, and it's that sauce was right next to it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll grab that too. And then I go home and I open it. I'm like, what the hell is this green shit? Is this salsa or something? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this next to the pasta? And then I smell it. I'm like, oh, this smells good. So I dump it in there with the pasta. And I'm like, all righty, that's good. All Canes Network says need to go to another game. I will here soon. But we are going to wrap this up now. Everybody, sorry that the slides didn't work. However, AB is a very entertaining guy, and we made it work, and it was nice to do a little informal show. It was very fun. I will text you during the game probably several obscenities, very angry at our players or theirs.
I probably will be if I don't pass out.
Yeah, I'm going to try to stay awake through this game. I didn't make it through the third period.
No, not that kind, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right, everybody, it has been fun. Thank you very much for joining us. I will hopefully do Landfall Hour on Saturday for the game against Utah. If you are available, of course, you will be more than welcome.
On Saturday? Oh, I'll be there.
Well, no, I'm going to do it like 2 hours in advance. I'm going to do it at like 11.
Oh, I'll be there.
Oh, okay. You'll already be there because that, like, I might.
This Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Saturday at 1.
Oh,
yeah. You'll be at the game. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll roll solo for that. And Jeremy's coming over, so we're probably going to grab some takeout or something.
Yes.
I'm going to go get some ice time that morning.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. The last time him and I got to hang out, that was so much fun. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was okay. So I'll talk about this real quick, then I'll go. When we were hanging out at wherever that place was before we went to the game on the Saturday
draft house.
Yeah. And I remember you were telling that story of the GoPro footage I showed you where I yelled at that guy, "I will fucking destroy you." And you were quoting me, and that one lady walked out and heard you say that, and she got like that terrified ass look on her face and walked the other direction.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, me and that guy that I yelled at that night, we're cool now, but like I was ready to fucking drop my gloves and fucking punch him. I was mad at him for that.
At the game?
No, not at the game. The GoPro footage I showed you where I was yelling at the guy that I will fucking destroy you. But all right, so shut the fuck up, Four Eyes. Let's get out of here.
Oh.
All right, we got one more comment here.
Dude,
Leto says
bad,
you made it. That was fucking hilarious because it came out of nowhere. You made it work. All right.
I don't talk up at games, but I was getting so mad.
She was fucking annoying though. She sounded like goddamn
Jeremy looked at me and he was like, "What the fuck?"
That was the funniest shit I ever saw. But like that chick was annoying. She sounded like Leia Hextall huffed a fucking hot air balloon and fucking squealed.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm hungry. I'm starting to say mean things. I'm running out of fucking. My filter is done. I need food. Everybody, thank you for joining us. And by the way, what was the last thing I was going to say? Yeah, fuck Ryan Hartman. See y'all later.
See ya.